Welcome to the Coach Ray Wells Show. I'm Chris Wells, joined by Coach Ray Wells, the Lindsey Wilson College men's soccer program. And Coach, another good week last week, win against St. Xavier, 3-0 in Chicago. Give us a little recap of the game.
It was a great trip. We left and went up and had a chance to train on their turf. They have a turf field, so we hadn't been on that all season long, so we trained on that Friday night. And it kind of brought the weather with us up there. The rain followed us up there, but fortunately for Saturday, the rain was gone. And the crowd was definitely not for us, but the guys handled that well. And actually after the game, some of the people that were after us during the game came down and shook our hand and said they liked the team and respected what we had done. So it was a great match. We did well.
Did the turf, was it slick at all because of the rain?
No, it was what you would expect as you see around the country. We've played on it before here in St. Louis, and we've trained on it a time or two here at Lindsey on the football field. So it was good. It was fine. It was not a factor.
It's always good to get different playing surfaces out there because you never really know what you're going to encounter throughout the season.
Yeah. You know, probably 2 years ago I would have said I don't ever want to play on turf, but now you play on it more and more places that you go, and it's and the kids that we recruit have played on it. So I think it used to be kind of a stigma on it. It's going to hurt my ankles or hurt my knees, and I don't think that people think about it that way anymore. So it's becoming a surface that I think everybody has to play on.
It's come a long way from the old AstroTurf,
yeah.
right?
In 1980, I played on AstroTurf at Appalachian State, and that stuff was tough. So this is a big improvement.
It was a balanced attack on Saturday against St. Xavier.
Once again, we got 3 goals from 3 different people. Eddie Campbell was fantastic in the whole game. The first penalty kick was a penalty that he drew, and the second goal was a cross that he made, and he scored the third goal. So we did have good balance in our goals, but I think a lot of it kind of came from our right side where Eddie was playing well.
Defending was good?
Yeah, they had one chance. When we went down to 10 men, they had a chance, but other than that, defending was good, organized. They never really put any pressure on us except the one time.
Blue Raiders improved to 2-0 on the season with the 3-0 win over St. Xavier in Chicago. And Coach, new ranking came out this week. You moved up to number 4 nationally. I know you're a national Raider. Are you pleased with where you're at?
Well, I'm not a national Raider this
year. Not national. I'm sorry.
For the first time in probably 15 years, it was time to take a break, I thought.
All right.
And the pay wasn't too good, so I didn't mind giving that up. But, yeah, well, you know, we haven't given up a goal. So I think that's part of it, and the other part is just the history of the program. And we play 2 games this week, so I think that'll be a little better parameter for us to look at next week.
Rio Grande's ranked 3rd nationally in the poll. Mobile and Hastings number 1. Hastings broke your all-time wins.
Yeah.
Wins. Does that irritate you a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, but honestly, I looked at their schedule, and they played 3 or 4 good teams. You know, when we broke the record years ago, we went out and played Seattle, Simon Fraser, and Birmingham Southern. So we did it the same way. We went after teams when we got our 28. So, you know, congratulations to them, and we'll try and break that record sometime in the future.
Lindsey Wilson plays today, actually, as they'll travel to St. Catherine, 6 p.m. Kickoff in St. Catherine. And, Coach, it's your conference opener.
Well, they've had a problem with their field, so I'm a little concerned. We're going to Nelson County High School to play. And, you know, I'm not real keen on that, but that's the situation that we're in. So we'll go there and we'll try and take care of business and move forward. St. Catherine has a new coach. It's the same coach they had last year, but now he's had time to kind of get things rolling a little bit. One of our ex-players, Boise Kumala, is the assistant there. And so it's going to be a tough game. I'm looking forward to it.
And then later on in the week, you travel down to AUM. It's the 20th all-time meeting between Lindsey Wilson and AUM. Blue Raiders lead the all-time series 11-5. 11 wins, 5 losses, 3 ties. It's always a terrific matchup anytime Lindsey and AUM get together.
You've done your homework there, Chris. I knew that we had done well against them over the years, but they're a fantastic team, and their coach down there is changing their structure a little bit in terms of the players that he's recruiting. So they're a little bit different than they have been in the past. I've done a little bit of research on them. I'll do some more after today's game. But we go down there on Friday and we play them Saturday afternoon. So it's going to be a tough game for sure.
Played here last year. It was a 0-0 tie, and it was stopped short because of some torrential downpours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable weather.
Yeah, and we were chasing that game. I thought we could have gotten some. I think it finished in the 70-something minutes, so we had probably 10 to 15 minutes left. And you know, I don't think that'll be too much of a factor. These guys have played 20 games since then, and so has AUM. So I don't think that'll play into it too much.
Coach, good luck this week.
Thanks, Chris.
Remember Lindsey Wilson in action against St. Catherine today, and then AUM this weekend. You can log on to lindseyathletics.com, read all the recaps, and see all the stats from both games this week, as the number 4 Blue Raiders are on the road at St. Catherine today and AUM on Saturday. Until next week, for Coach Ray Wells, I'm Chris Wells. This has been the Coach Ray Wells Show here on lindseyathletics.com.